Religious communities need to wrestle with the fact that when we tell people that they should believe things that contradict what we know about the world through science, that we are setting the stage for fewer people trusting science in relation to things that we really need science to address. I'm speaking to the choir on this one. I don't see that happening here in this congregation, but we know that there are many religious organizations, religious institutions that are trying to enforce beliefs and worldviews that contradict what we know about the world through science. And when that happens and people trust science less, when we really need to be using science to address those problems, things like pandemics can get worse. And things like the climate crisis can also get much worse, just as two examples. In a world that's full of fiercely urgent challenges that require science to understand them more fully and to address them more effectively, expressions of religion that require persons to believe in miracles that contradict science in order to be a member of that religious community, that kind of worldview contributes to the anti-scientific mindset that is so prevalent in what has become our post-truth society. And truth matters. Now, we may not ever completely understand the truth. We may not understand the truth in its totality, but trying to understand that which is true and that which is real and that which is factual, that matters to the well-being of our community life together. Before the scientific revolution and the development of the scientific method, it was understandable that the magical thinking and beliefs in miracles would be so intertwined with religion. We simply didn't know better. Now, however, and tragically, perpetuation of magical thinking about and the enforcement of belief in that magical thinking that we see in so many religions that contradict what we know about the world through science are keeping us from living fully in reality. It's not an accident that conspiracy theories spread more quickly in religious communities in our society than any other community. We've created, tragically, this atmosphere in which we're not living fully in reality, and that's keeping us from effectively engaging the very real and the very urgent challenges that we need a scientific understanding to address. An anti-science perspective is reinforced when we take religious mythology in a literal way. I love religious mythology. I've studied religious mythology all my adult life. And for example, as religious mythology, the Genesis story is amazing. I mean, it is one of the most poignant stories ever told in terms of reflecting on human nature and our relationship with one another. But if we take it as science, if we take it as history, we rob it of its core truth and diminish its power to challenge our lives in meaningful ways today. There's so much to learn from the wisdom expressed in the religious mythology of all the world's religions, but when we take this mythology literally, we often overlook the spiritual point as we cling to perspectives that contradict what we know about the world through science. For me, the religious aspect of life is about wonder. Maybe that was cultivated in me on that cot in my backyard, looking up at the stars with my dad. It's about awe. It's about respect. It's about love for all that is. And science is about knowledge and understanding that we are capable of having about all that is. The religious is primarily about cultivating wisdom and values and love, while the scientific focuses on cultivating our knowledge of the nature of the reality in which we live. Understood in this way, science and religion are not competing ways of seeing the world. They're both helpful contributions to the fullness of the human experience of relationship with all that is. May it be so.